are Pat White, Owen Schmitt, Darius Reynaud, and other former West Virginia football players really being denied access? We're going to talk about this right after the intro.
This is for Cameron.
What is up, you beautiful football fans? My name is Mountaineer Paul. This is another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, but not for very much longer. But we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Today on the show, accusations from former players, accusations from the fans, and I really don't know what to think about this, so I'm just going to pull it up. Let's go. Tim Lindsay is with Owen Schmitt and 10 others. Former WVU Football alumni players are now required to pay dues and donate for a chance. Yes, a chance to buy tickets, depending on the donation amount. Who cares about the years we spent on the team? Never before has this happened. Shows what the program thinks of the players who built the program they are currently in. Thanks Neil Brown and WVU Football. It's not about the money. It's about what changing this tells the alumni who built the program they are in, how they don't actually care. Welcome us back to practice all you want. Charge us for a chance to see the team when we put our hearts into and souls into. Yeah, it makes no sense. I love the Mountaineers, but this is BS. Brian Joswiak, one of the great Mountaineers. It's quite disheartening, actually. Donation level. We donated 4 to 5 years of mind, body, and soul to the program building process of our program. I get it. Money is a priority indeed. But as a former player, no matter their donation capability, should have access. If that's not enough, well, and you know what else? It's 2024, and a 40th year anniversary of the 84 victory over Penn State at our Mountaineer Field, and nothing organized to get guys back. At least none that I know about anyway. Anyway, I bleed blue and gold and wish our team a great season. However, I'm a retired high school teacher / coach, so I guess I will watch the game on TV. And then this one really hurts too. That's one of the reasons why a lot of players don't go back there. I witnessed this firsthand in 2018 Fiesta Bowl reunion. They didn't allow access to me, Pat White, and a couple other players to walk through the facility. From that day forward, I said the hell with West Virginia. Saddest part, I can go to LSU game with no problem with open arms, stand on the sideline as if I went there to go walk through the facility. I'm going to preface all this by saying we have not heard from West Virginia, right? If they've said anything, I haven't heard it yet. But I want to play a clip really quick that kind of wants to drive my point home, okay? This is a clip of Josiah Trotter. Listen to what he says in this clip.
And make a big impact. And he kept reaching out, and I took a visit, fell in love with it and the scheme, the coaches, the area, and how the fans treated the team and what the WV logo really meant to West Virginia. And I love seeing like how Carl Joseph, Tavon Austin, a lot of those older dudes really made an impact on this team and this, the state. And I wanted to be able to do that and, really be able to bring that back to West Virginia. And that was one of the biggest things.
Josiah Trotter, thank you for that. So what was one of the major reasons a 4-star linebacker that could have went to anywhere? If you listen to that interview, he could have went to Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame, Michigan, name it. He could have went there. But he chose West Virginia. Why? Because he wanted to impact the program and be loved and appreciated like Tavon and Carl Joseph. I don't know what else to say about this. It's gotten me taken aback, and I want to give the university a chance to respond. Obviously, money is at the core of it. We get that. But there has to be something else. Somebody has to have fudged up somewhere. Surely this can't be what it is. This can't be what it is. I'll say this. During the spring game, Pat White and Pat McAfee and some others were able to come back, Tavon. And that was really awesome. And I thought that was a step in the right direction. I don't want to forget that. But I don't want to say too much more until we hear from the university. But I felt like it was important to bring this to everybody's attention, because if this is how it is, and I have no other context, I feel like context is extremely important here, because I really feel like Ren Baker and company do an incredible job. I'm trying to be fair here. It's really easy to jump all over this, and I just want to wait till we have the facts, if we get them. Are we going to get a response? I don't know. Who's going to ask these questions? I don't know. There needs to be a response. It's not okay. I will say that, though. You're telling me Pat White got denied access in 2018? I'm not surprised, because that's Dana Holgerson's era. That's literally the year before Neil came, right? So for me, I'm not surprised. Dana has a lot to do with this too, by the way. He was not welcoming to the players at all. So, Reynaud is probably holding a little bit of a grudge from something that happened before this regime stepped in. But something needs to be done to mend these relationships. What's crazy is Dana didn't mind hiring to kill shorts, did he? Guys like that, all kinds of our players would go up to Houston when he was there. And this isn't really about Dana, but at the end of the day, I just think, and there are more players, by the way, on that Facebook post. If you go look, there are other players that have spoken out. I think Abraham Jones is one. But to think that Owen Schmitt, Pat White, and players like that are being denied access blows me away, much less any other player. All players should be treated equally, but not all players gave equally either. And what Pat White and Owen Schmitt did for our team, it probably will never be replicated, duplicated, nothing, right? So I'm not saying they deserve special treatment, but I'm just saying, of all the players you deny access to, that's them. And also, that is before Ren Baker came along as well. And that was way before Ren Baker got to West Virginia. He didn't get there until 2022. So, obviously, that was also on Shane Lyons' watch. And so, I think, although this version of the program is dealing with it, as far as Neil Brown and Ren Baker, these things seem to have happened for a little bit. At least the part Reynaud's talking about, Dana Holgerson, Shane Lyons' watch. As to what Tim Lindsay's talking about here, this is now. This is happening now, apparently. So if that's the case, then I don't know what else to say. It blows me away that surely there's other corners we can cut into than the players. There has to be. But I think a lot of these athletic departments are under a lot of stress right now, because the revenue sharing model has come down, and we've heard preliminary numbers, but we don't know what they're all going to be yet. And so I think universities are trying to prepare for what's to come, to survive. We can't forget about that either. If West Virginia University survives into the future and we make a couple players mad in the process, I guess, what do we do about it? It's not something I'm going to ever say I'm okay with, but if that's how it has to be done for us, because we're not LSU, I have to be okay with it, And at the end of the day, while this isn't my area of expertise, I do know one thing's for sure. I love the former players. They're considered Mountaineers forever, or supposed to be. And unfortunately, that's not the case at the moment. So, unfortunately, guys, I really hate it all. I really do. Got a big announcement, though, but I wanted to tell you guys here at the end of the show. I am moving this channel to Locked On. It's been great. It's been nice having my own channel. But I feel like I'm spinning my tires a little bit here. And I want you guys to know how much I care and love about y'all. And a lot of you guys have rode this out with me for a couple years here. I hope you follow me to Locked On. This channel won't be going anywhere. It'll be the same channel. It'll just be rebranded. I ask that you continue to support and actually even try to go above and beyond at first so that I can make a great impression on those people and continually grow. Because now we're in competition with other Big 12 teams, guys. We need to grow this channel to be the biggest Big 12 channel, possibly the biggest channel on the platform. I have those kind of goals. We've got several 100,000 people over on X, and the support is there. We just have to get them. So if you love West Virginia, if you love talking WVU sports, if you love all that, please join me here. Thank you guys so much for all you've done for me over the last couple of years and helped me get to over 2,000 subs and all that. Let's make 10,000 more. Let's do 20,000 more. Let's get bigger. We need it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. It's going to be moving on to Locked On, and we're going to need as many subscribers as we can get, as much support as we can get. And drop a comment below, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't know really how to end this episode, except that let's wait and hear what the university says, if they say anything, and then we can move on with some further judgment from there. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you next time. This episode's over. I'm out.
This is for Cameron. Cam. Oh.